Hello, everybody. Welcome to One Big Question. I'm Father Pete McCormick, and I'm joined by my co-host, Lynnette Wookie. Lynnette, what's happening?
I am doing great. You know, we're in second shot season. The weather is warming up, so great vibes here at Notre Dame.
That's awesome. That's awesome. You know, so I got my second shot a couple weeks ago. Where are you at?
This past weekend, I just got my second shot, and I didn't have any side effects, so that was super awesome. I went right to my UHS student portal and uploaded it, and then directly after that, I posted an Instagram story. So, you know, I did all the correct steps.
In the perfect order.
Yes.
Well, in order to solve any problems and or questions that folks might have about this process, we've decided to bring back Brian Fremeau. Now, Brian has a very special role at One Big Question because he's one of the very few people that we've invited back for a second round. So those of you who do not recall, Brian serves as the director of the Vaccination Administration Center. And also you will see him over at the place affectionately known as the VAC, which stands for the Vaccination Administration Center at Compton. Brian Fremeau, welcome to the show, part deux.
Thanks for having me back. This is awesome. Good to see you both.
Yeah, you too. We're really excited to have you. And you're on because our one big question today is, what do I need to know about my second dose? So you being the absolute master at the Vaccination Administration, how do I find out my date and time for the second appointment for people who might not know?
Absolutely. So we were here 3 weeks ago, or really wrapped up 2 weeks ago, the first dose clinic. And everybody who was there at the site that time got their second appointment scheduled at that time, 3 weeks to the day of their first appointment. So even if you don't have or can't find the text and email and reminders that you got along the way, you can certainly just do the calendar check, and 3 weeks to the day, you can come back for your second dose. We certainly had some people who needed to reschedule those, and we're happy to accommodate some rescheduling as long as we're open for the clinic over the next week. But yeah, you've got a date and time for your vaccine appointment. And when you do come back to the center, the process is going to be pretty much the same as it was the first time. And hopefully everybody's experience was as smooth as it appeared to be from our vantage point. You were in and out in 20 to 25 minutes, and that counts everything from walking in the door, getting checked in, getting your vaccine, and waiting your 15 minutes in the waiting area. So everything will be pretty much the same this time around. It'll be a little bit more celebratory at the waiting area. We've got a few more fun things planned and some surprises as you exit. So just looking forward to seeing everybody coming back and wrapping up this clinic again, getting everybody their second dose.
Perfect.
So when you think about that second dose, Brian, right, there's all the great efficiency that y'all got going on. And it sounds like a pretty sweet surprise that I'm hoping maybe a priest who already has a second dose might be able to crash and just get to the end of the line.
We'll squeeze you in. We'll find a way.
Get to the end. But if you could talk a little bit about the importance of uploading your documents.
Yeah, we obviously want everybody to come back through again and get their second dose. As Father John just communicated to our students, there are some important 90% benchmarks we want to hit for the second dose, as we did with the first, to make sure that our community is fully vaccinated. And that opens up new possibilities for other things we're going to do. And the second step is exactly what Lynnette was talking about. At the end of your receiving your vaccine here at the site, you'll have the opportunity right on site to upload your documentation to the UHS student portal. It's called Pyramid. We're going to have people on site to help if you can't find it or don't know exactly what to do, but it's just a few easy steps. You take a picture of your vaccine card and then keep that card in your pocket. And then you upload that picture and just some key information to make sure that gets recorded. And that's how we're going to track to make sure that we get everybody's second dose fully administered.
So even if you get your second shot on or off, you need to upload that documentation, correct? It won't just be automatically uploaded if you are getting your second shot on campus?
That's right. If you did receive your second dose or already have received your second dose off campus, we do need you to upload that information as well. That was certainly part of our counts of making sure that we got over 90% of our undergraduates vaccinated, is that we found out a lot of them had been able to do so in the community. And that's great. We certainly had the center here for everybody who needed it, but we need everybody to document that so we can have all the information we need to open up those new possibilities for the remainder of the semester.
Yeah, absolutely. And I know you kind of touched on this already, but can you speak just a little bit more to the importance of getting the second shot? Because I know for some people it seems obvious, like it's 2 doses, so you would come in for both. But for those who might be confused or be nervous they're going to forget, or just not sure why you need both doses, can you just talk a little bit about how important it is that you get both and not just that you got one?
Sure. And I admit I'm not a clinician, so we'd certainly turn to my colleagues who are operating the medical pieces of our clinic to answer it in more detail. And they can certainly answer those questions on site or through UHS if you have further questions. But the Pfizer vaccine, which is what we're administering here at the Compton Center, is designed as a 2-dose administration. You get your first dose, and 21 days later, you get your second dose. And those two things working in tandem provide your body with what it needs to protect yourself against COVID. It's designed to be a 2-dose process, and so that, first and foremost, that's really why we need everybody to get the second dose. And the full vaccination kind of piece of the puzzle is including of both of those. So again, we need people to do both. I hope everyone is motivated already to come back for their second dose. Again, if there are scheduling conflicts, which we know people might have 3 weeks after their first one, they didn't anticipate something that is now on their calendar, we've got some flexibility to get you a different appointment time within our clinic. So let us know if that's a problem, but we'll see you sometime in the next 8 days.
Perfect.
Maybe the last question, Brian, we'll get you out on this one, is you've gone through this one time, you're coming back to it the second time around. What did you learn the first time that now you're going to be able to apply better and to really enhance the experience the second time around?
Well, I won't tease too much, but again, we thought we should lay into the celebration a little bit more. That we do have selfie stations at our checkout. We've got some different things and different activities that hopefully can buy that 15-minute time as you wait. But I think the biggest thing we learned in terms of administering the site is how enthusiastic and generous the campus community was in helping support the clinic. As you both maybe know, we had more than 400 people volunteer in some capacity over the first clinic, and many of those people are coming back, along with many others, to volunteer for the second dose. And it really takes a huge team to be able to make it as smooth a process as it was. And so I was thrilled that we had such a great experience the first time and a smooth and easy experience the first time. And I just know that it's thanks to all those people who helped. So thank those people as you come through the site, and give people a high five on your way through or an elbow bump. There's a lot of people who are rooting for Notre Dame to get to this point, and I'm just looking forward to getting to the finish line.
Absolutely. And I know that video of us getting to 90% and you announcing it brought a little tear to my eye. So sincerely, thank you for all you've done for Notre Dame and our community and everyone who helps out at the VAC. Definitely thank you, because I know as a senior who gets to maybe experience some of the senior week things and have a graduation in person, it means so much to me that everyone's getting vaccinated, and for everyone at the VAC for all that you do. So sincerely, thank you. For everyone watching, thank you so much for being here today. Brian, thank you for being on the show. Don't forget to keep submitting your questions and checking us out at Notre Dame on Instagram and on Twitter. And everyone have a great week. Don't forget about your second dose. And as always, go Irish.